Jai Shri Ram. This is the fourth track of the How Sanatani Are You? Okay. You would have noticed Swami Vivekananda has joined us, and Kathakali Krishna is also there with us. Ayyappa and Krishna, Gopala Krishna, they are all looking in our direction. Okay. So now, the first question is, do you know the complete national motto and what it means? Satyameva Jayate. Satyameva Jayate means truth alone triumphs. Most people say truth always triumphs. No, it is truth alone triumphs. Satyameva Jayate nanritam. Truth alone triumphs, not untruth. Satyameva Jayate nanritam satyena pantha vitato devayana yena kramantu rushayo yapta kama yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. This is from the Mundakopanishad 3.1.6. So in the Mundakopanishad, in the Vedas, there are Jnanakanda. Jnanakanda means the Upanishads. Sri Rama listed out 108 Upanishads. There is an Upanishad called Muktika Upanishad. Muktikopanishad. Hanumanji once asked Rama, please tell me how to get moksha. So Rama said, you must study one Upanishad. One is sufficient. It is called Mandukya Upanishad. Now Mandukya commonly means a frog. Mandukya also means a Veda Patashala. It also means a Vedic teacher. Because the Mandukya Upanishad was given by a rishi whose name was Mandukya. Mandukya means a great teacher, a Vedic teacher or a Vedic Patashala. It also means a frog. So the Westerners, these idiots, those Indologists, I don't want to name them now, these bloody rascals, complete ignoramuses, they translated it as frog. It's like this. Swami Dayananda Saraswati in Satyartha Prakash gives wonderful analogies of how stupid these rascals are. For example, in Sanskrit, Saindhava means salt. Saindhava also means a horse. Suppose I tell my servant, get me Saindhava, and I am actually having my meals. So if he gets a horse, what should I do with that idiot? He should get salt. And when I am going out of the house, let us say, and I say, okay, get the Saindhava, then this idiot, if he gets me salt, what should I do with this fellow? Right? So, Linga, for example, Linga means a symbol. Rama Lingayeshwara. It does not mean Rama's penis. These Western rascals, Linga means phallus. The Hindus are phallic worshippers. I went to your temple in Puri Jagannath, Bhubaneswar, Lingaraj temple. This archaeological survey of India, all Marxist scoundrels are there. They have put a board outside. This is a phallic symbol they have written there. Now any foreigner who comes to India, after reading that, he will form a dirty opinion about Hindus that we are all worshipping Shiva's dick. What kind of nonsense is that? I mean, this is the limit. How can you tolerate this anymore? Try talking like this about other religions and see what they will do with you. You know what happened, right? Nupur Sharma barely mentioned a few things, but now she has to live in hiding. And they are, Rama Lingeshwara is there. Is it Rama's dick or Rama's penis? What kind of nonsense is this? Ling means a symbol. Ling, Striling, Pulling, that's also there. So every word has many meanings. And these scoundrels are deliberately distorting everything. Anyway, now, Aja. Who's Rama's, this is one question, make a note. Who is Rama's grandfather? If you don't know, you get a big zero. Rama's grandfather. Father was Dasharatha. Grandfather was Aja. Now, Aja in Sanskrit means a goat. So, will you say that Rama's grandfather was a goat? What kind of a... क्यों करूं इसको? कैसे मारूं थप्पड़? रामखोर? Aja means unborn. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Krishna says the soul is Aja, that means unborn. Our Jivatma, we are all unborn. The Sharira born and dies, the body. You are Aja. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Rama's grandfather was Aja. So these idiots don't know anything. Those Max Muller, William James, so many other idiots, Indologists, Western Indologists, and our historians, most of them, barring a few good historians like R.C. Majumdar is there. eh, Other historians I will list out later. So they have distorted everything. So don't follow. I don't read any Bhagavad Gita or these Upanishads translated by Max Muller and his gang. I bought those 50 books, 50 sacred books of the East. It is a uh, voluminous. It's a huge one. I think it is 35 volumes. I have it. Max Muller and his gang of these Western Indologists who work on an agenda. Who it is nothing but atrocity literature. They don't know Sanskrit. They don't even know classical Sanskrit, and they are talking about Vedic Sanskrit. So let us stop this now. The question was, do you know the whole of the national motto? The whole of the national motto occurs in Mundakopanishad 3.1.6. Satyameva jayate nanritam satyena panta yenakramantu rushayo hyapta kama yatra tat satyasya paramam nidhanam. This should have been taught in school. Please, I'll show you my text I have created. Take a good look. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. You should memorize this. You should teach it to your kids. This should be taught in school. So if we don't know, unfortunately, we can't blame ourselves. It is our education system, which has been designed by many Muslims, right from first Muslim. They have ensured that Hindus forget there. And anyway, Right to Education Act is another thing which you should scrap, because we Hindus cannot teach our religion in schools. Okay. Now, what was that question? The last question was the complete national motto. Do you know the American national motto? They have two actually. The official, de jure, D-E-J-U-R-E, official motto is "In God We Trust." On every greenback means a currency note. Green means currency note because it has a touch of green. Species means coin. Species is a class in taxonomy, kingdom, phylum, species. If you remove the S, it becomes species. Species means a coin. See, I'll talk about English vocabulary because I'm a GRE trainer. And I strongly believe that every Hindu should master English language also. Only then we will be able to communicate effectively. And I'm an unabashed admirer of America because it's a great nation, everything said and done. I consider Abraham Lincoln the greatest prophet because he abolished slavery. Even Jesus Christ did not abolish slavery. In fact, Jesus gave instructions to slaves that they should be obedient. Now, therefore, I consider Abraham Lincoln. He passed a law called the Emancipation Proclamation in 1st January 1863. Just 1st January 1863, abolishing slavery once and for all. If slavery is all right, then everything is all right, isn't it? So that's why I consider Abraham Lincoln the greatest prophet of Christianity. I think I would be ready to accept him as the Son of God or God himself has come down in the form of. There are people who criticize him, that's a different thing. So we are talking about the American national motto is "In God We Trust." On one side you will find that, and on the other side you find "E pluribus unum," which they interpret as one among many. The same thing we say unity and diversity. Why do they translate it differently? Because they believe that every group, every individual should retain their individuality. They need not blend with others and acquire. So America would like to call itself a salad bowl, the salad bowl concept of culture. In a salad bowl, the onion, tomato, cucumber and all other shalgam and whatever you put there, they retain their individuality. So that's a salad bowl concept of culture. India is a crucible. Now, crucible concept. Crucible, as you know, in metallurgy, where metals are melted and smelted and mixed and alloys are created, that vessel is called a crucible. It will tolerate 2000 degrees temperature and any kinds of acid. Nothing will happen to it. So what happens is everything blends and acquires a new form. So India is a crucible. Uh, because once you come to India, see, honestly, Muslims may not like it, Christians may not like it. If you travel abroad, the Christians and Muslims there are completely different. The Muslims here are more akin to Hindus because their forefathers were anyway Hindus only. So, India is so powerful, it will have a subliminal effect on you. Subliminal. You will not even be aware that it is affecting you, but it will affect you. So, that is the power of Bharat. We should remove this term India. Eh? We should name our country Bharat. Bharat. We are all Bharatas. Bharat means one who is immersed in knowledge. So, anyway, so this is over. The next question. They call it e pluribus unum for that reason because they believe that they want to retain it as a salad bowl concept. Rugged individualism, people should maintain their difference. Viva la difference. Viva la difference basically means let women be women and men be men. But viva la difference, long live the differences, which means I think we should not interfere with anybody's belief system unless, of course, the belief system is leading to terrorism. Okay, the next question. Do you listen to bhajans? No, zero. Do you listen to Tyagaraja Kritis if you're a South Indian? No, one more zero. Or this whole question, we'll treat it as one. Or if you want, anyway, we are doing research here. You see, we are working on this experiment. We'll compile this list later. And I am telling you, someday How Sanatani Are You will become a book and you will be a co-author. So please join me in this wonderful experiment. So do you listen to bhajans? Do you listen to Hindustani classical music? Have you listened to Mata Kalika, Kalika, Pandit Jasraj, Bharat Ratna, Bhimsen Joshi? Do you listen to Drupad, Tumri, Khayal, Bandish, Hindustani classical, bhajans and Tyagaraja Kritis? No, zero. Thanks to all a new generation of youngsters are coming up with a lot of fusion music on Tyagaraja, Annamacharya. All these kritis are coming in fusion. It's really wonderful. Most of them are very good, very enjoyable. So please listen to that. If you are not listening, you get a zero. One of my own quotes is, a kriti a day keeps accidie away. Now, ACCIDIE. Accidie means spiritual laziness, spiritual sloth. See, as a Hindu, our core belief is that birth as a human is a blessing because this is the threshold, this is the portal for liberation, moksha. Even gods have to come down to the human level in order to get moksha. You will become a god when you earn a lot of punya, you will go, many heavens are there, you can enjoy, you can come back. But then if you want moksha, you will have to come back to the human plane. That is a Hindu, well, you can call it a dogma, I can't prove it. But it's a benign dogma, it's a good dogma. See, not all dogmas are bad, by the way. Hindu dogmas are wonderful because the dogma that karma will bite you, it will come back, it will hit you. There's no question. You cannot commit a crime and then think that God is going to save you. So that is not allowed in Hinduism. So every action has an equal and opposite reaction is what he said. I believe in Hinduism, the law is much more complex. Every action has a more than equal, more than opposite, delayed reaction. But I can't give you proof for that. So some people say nothing, all the criminals are having a nice time. Now, I can't prove it to you, but this is a wonderful dogma. If everyone believes this, the world will be a better place. But whereas in the other cults, their dogma is that only you have to accept their God, otherwise all the others will go to hell. Suppose an Indian soldier who is on the border, who dies and he gets a Paramveer Chakra also, according to the other two religions, major religions, he will go to hell. Why? Because he is an infidel. What nonsense is this? Right? So, we have to ask questions. I'm not naming deliberately because please understand, every Hindu should learn the art of plausible deniability. Please write down. PLAUSIBLE, plausible. Plausible means believable, credible. Deniability, DENIABILITY, deniability. Plausible deniability is a phrase which means we will say what we want to say, I will convey my thoughts, and you can call it dog whistle politics. Dog whistle politics is a term, a dog whistle at a very low infrasound, the dog can hear, but humans can't hear. which means actually politics, in which when you are making some statements or doing certain things, you are intending to hit somebody. Others don't understand, but the fellow who is going to get hit knows that it is aimed at him. Unfortunately, we have to resort to all this because we are dealing with snakes. If you are dealing with a viper, you must become like a mongoose. Sam, Dan, Dand, Bhed. So learn from Krishna. Not just Bhagavad Gita. If you study Bhagavad Gita, it's purely philosophical. You must, to understand Bhagavad Gita better, you must study Mahabharata, you must study Bhagavatam, you must study Vishnu Puranam, Harivamsham. Only when you fully understand Krishna, you will understand Bhagavad Gita. Not easy. Okay. So, what was the last point I was talking about? We'll take a... So, plausible deniability means you will say what you want to say very smartly and convey the message that you want to convey. But when somebody asks a question, you can very well say, hey, no, that's not what I mean. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You can say hate is in the ear of the listener. Hate is in the ear of the listener. मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला, आपको ऐसा लगा तो मैं क्या करूं भाई. Unfortunately, we have descended to such a stage. I can't speak openly. Though there is filth in those books, if I openly name them, 295A, 153A, non-bailable, I talked about that. So let us leave it there now. So learn the high art of plausible deniability. Say what you want to say very smartly. Use a pun on the words. Use euphemisms, mild words, substitute words. Get the message across. But if they get offended, well, you have a right to get offended. Tell him. I have actually a right to offend you. You have a right to get offended. Please get offended. But that's not what I said. Okay, that's being a true Hindu. Okay, because adharma has to be fought. There are many fools who have never understood Sanatana Dharma, distorted Bhagavad Gita and started saying ahimsa, ahimsa all the time. Will ahimsa work against a terrorist? No. Will ahimsa work against a deadly viper? No. So this is nonsense. Okay. Next one. Every day, this question. I think I've completed all the discussion. If there is something, please put it in the comments. I will elaborate. Do you spend at least 1 hour at home in total silence? You know, I bought earmuffs, industrial earmuffs. I'll show them to you. These are industrial earmuffs. You can buy them online. This is so wonderful. I put a little extra cotton also inside, so that once you put it, almost all sound is blocked out. In fact, you can buy swimming sponges are available. You go to any good sports shop, you will get this swimming sponge. Put that inside the sponge, then get this, put it on, enjoy total silence. You will enjoy listening to the anahatanada, the unstruck sound. Om is actually reverberating in your body also. So every day at least 1 hour of total silence. In fact, I spend more than 1 hour total silence. Are you spending at least 1 hour total silence? If you are not, then you lose points. If you are, then you get 10 points. Okay. Next question is, at least once in a week, do you remain silent for at least 5 hours? Mauna Vratam. No talking. Total 5 hours of total silence. At least once in a week. People are chattering, blabbering. The word is flibberty gibbet. Please make a note. Flibberty gibbet. Flibberty gibbet means an airhead. Continuous gossiping. In my room I have written no prajalpa. Shh. No prajalpa. Prajalpa in Sanskrit means gossip. Once you enter my room, you should talk about Krishna, Rama, Dharma. Otherwise, just shut up. So, total silence and Mauna Vratam. So now, let's continue. What is the next question? Let me see. In every of these episodes, I want to ask you 10 questions. I hope you are making a note. We will produce a book, by the way, and we will co-author it. You can edit, you can add. It will be a bestseller. Okay. Next, do you know the meaning of your Hindu name? Hindu names have tremendous philosophy. Okay. Ah, I'm very happy. You know why? Because I have designed a name for all of us. Remember, all Hindus are descendants of rishis. There is no discrimination anywhere. In the Bhagavad Gita, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hrideshe Arjuna Tishtati Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani Yantra Rudhani Maya. Krishna is saying he resides in the heart of every living being, which means there is no discrimination. Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. Whether it is Brahmin, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra, or a dog, or a pig, or a tree, or animal, or whatever. Krishna is there. Krishna is the Dhatu. Dhatu is a word which again has many meanings. Dhatu here means that spark, God particle. God particle. Dhatu, without which nothing will move. Ek pata nahi hilega. Krishna's energy is moving everything. He is the Dhatu, the element, that spark, the energy, the life. So, without Krishna, that Dhatu, nothing will move. So, there is no discrimination. Okay. Now, this name I have designed for all of you. Please make a note. I will read out. Or first I will show you. You can take a screenshot. The one on top is for boys. The one at the bottom is for girls. Right, now I'm going to read out. So, fill in the blank. First blank you put your surname. For example, my surname is Muchimilli. The rest I'm going to read out. Muchimilli Chhatrapati. Note down. Please note down. You will love this exercise. And anyway, the question was, do you know the deeper meaning of your Hindu name? That you find out. Muchimilli is my surname. Next is Chhatrapati. You also write down Chhatrapati. Atma Prakasha. Dharma Abhimani. Next word, Dharma Abhimani. Next word is Brahma Rishi. We are all Brahma Rishis. Venkata, that means Balaji Tirupati. Venkata. Kaushalya is our Mata. Our mother is Kausalya. Kausalya is our mother. Rama, we are qualitatively the same as Rama. Deha bhrutyatu dasoham, jiva bhrutya twadam shakaha, atma buddhya tvameva aham, itime nishchitamati. Once Rama asked Hanuman, who are you? Strange question. Just like that. Well, basically, to let all of us know, Kastvam, who are you? And Hanuman replied, Deha buddhyatu dasosmi. If you take the body into consideration, I am your das, I am your servant. Deha buddhyatu dasosmi. Jiva buddhya twadam shakaha. If you treat me as the jiva, that means the body and the soul, the complex of the atma and the, then I am a spark, I am a part and parcel, I am a fractal of you. I am a finite portion of you. Okay. Atma buddhya tvameva aham itime nishchitamati. If you talk about the atma, I am not using the word soul. Please understand, the soul, the word soul is a Christian concept again. Christians were debating for many years whether women had soul. And after women got very angry and they fought, then the Pope declared that yeah, women also have a soul. Okay, let's give them a soul. In Christianity and Islam, animals don't have a soul, right? Whereas we believe that everything has a soul, Atma. So soul is a limited concept referring only to humans in both these religions. Whereas we don't have the concept of soul, we have the concept of Atma. So Atma is not the same as soul. So please don't use that. So Atma. Hanuman said, Atma buddhya Tvameva aham itime nishchitamati. If you take the Atma into consideration, you and I are one. This is the Advaita. Now, some people interpret this as, the last one is Advaita, the second one is what do you call Vishishta Advaita, Ramanuja, and the first one, Deha Buddhyatu Dasoham, Dasosmi, that is Dvaita, Madhvacharya. So, that's a wonderful thing. Now, Rama, Karya, Dhurandaraha. Ramakarya Dhurandara was a name Hanuman used to introduce himself in the Rama Rahasya Upanishad. Acha, we were talking about Muktiko Upanishad when Hanuman asked, Jai Shri Ram, there was a power cut. We have these wonderful power cuts and everything is plunged into complete darkness. So, the government wants us to experience some darkness also. We were talking about silence and Mauna Vrata, along with that darkness also. Darkness Vrata is necessary. Live in darkness. Anyway, so let us finish this fast because there is no power here. This is running on the inverter. So, my name is Muchimilli Chhatrapati Atma Prakasha Dharmabhimani Brahma Rishi Venkata Kausalya Ramakarya Dhurandara Dharma Yodha Krupa Shankar Loka Sangrahi Alvar. Please make a note. Put your name, surname first. Muchimilli is my surname. Chhatrapati Atma Prakasha Dharmabhimani Brahma Rishi Venkata Kausalya Ramakarya Dhurandara. Ramakarya Dhurandara actually means one who is capable, eminently capable of doing Rama's work. What is Rama's work? Establishing Dharma everywhere and ensuring that all people become eligible for moksha. So Ramakarya Dhurandar Dharma Yodha, my name Krupashankar, Loka Sangrahi Alvar. Alvars, the 12 Alvars are there, Vaishnava, Sants. Alvar means immersed in devotion. So for girls I have written dash Maharagni. Maharagni. That's the female title. Chhatrapati Maharagni. Dash Maharagni Atma Prakasha Dharmabhimani Brahma Rishika. Brahma Rishika Venkata Kausalya Ramakarya Dhurandara Dharma Yodha Loka Sangrahi Alvar. If your sister, mother, whosoever, all ladies, they can try this. Just put your name there and read it, and you will feel the energy charge through your body. Okay? So I will read it again best because I love this. Muchimilli Chhatrapati Atma Prakasha Dharmabhimani Brahma Rishi Venkata Kausalya Ramakarya Dhurandara Dharma Yodha Krupa Shankar Loka Sangrahi Alvar. Wow. If you tell this to an American, he will say, wow, what does that mean? And that will give you an opportunity to give him a lengthy lecture on Sanatana Dharma and Hinduism and the values. Each of these words are deeply philosophical. Symbolism is there. America is a great nation because Americans by nature are inquisitive. They are also like us, Bharatas. They love knowledge. So if you can explain things rationally, of course spirituality comes, it's a higher kind of rationality. They will be willing, not people of other nations. So I'll stop here because the power cut is there. Or if you think it's all right, I'll continue for some more time, some more questions. So let us try to include some more questions. So, no, I don't think I am carrying my questions right now. We'll stop here. Jai Shri Ram will pick up later. Once the power cut comes back, I will continue. I hope you are making a note. Remember, I said we will write a book and we will all be joined to others. Jai Shri Ram.